What is going on, ninjas? Welcome back to the channel. Now it's been already like a month since I last made a video update on the portfolio that we're building, which you guys know that we have invested like $35,000 and it is trading at around $72,000 right now. So we are a little bit over 2x on this portfolio, but the all-time high was $90,000, which means that we turned $35,000 into $90,000 in a matter of around 3 months. But right now, since I'm not doing that great, so I'm gonna give you the update. I'm gonna tell you what I believe is gonna happen in the next few days, in the next few months, and what of course is gonna be my strategy for this portfolio, because I know that a lot of you guys are keeping track of this, and because, we're all in the same game of making money, and if we don't get in at the right time and get out at the right time, we're never gonna make money either. So let's do this in a smart way. First of all, $72,000 right now is the current value of the portfolio, which is not small. We invested like 35,000 between the three portfolios, the USA Crypto Research Picks. I told you that this was invested when the US, or when Donald Trump said, or he announced that he was going to be investing, or the USA was going to be creating this crypto reserve or whatever it is, and these were the 5 coins that they actually selected, and we invested like 1,000 on each one, something like that, and that is up 56% to date, which is around $2,800 in profit, which is not bad for a $1,000 investment on each coin. Making 26% is pretty good. But we waited since April for this, so it's been a long time already, a few months already. It's been going up and down along the way, but not that bad. We actually right now trading right up there near all-time high for this allocation. Now here is where things actually get a little bit more interesting, which is going to be the undervalued gems. Now we invested $17,000 into this portfolio, and we are right now in a profit of $32,000. This is where we made the most amount of money, and it is no surprise, since all these are the undervalued coins, the coins that are at $1 million market cap, 1.5, 1.2, something like that. We are below the $10 million market cap rate for all these coins where we invested on them. So of course, they are going to be more volatile. They can lose the most, or they can make you the most amount of money. But it's actually a long-term sort of game. But you only need 1 or 2 to make a lot of gains in order for you to actually make a lot of money. And what I mean with that, for example, is we are 17x up on Rectoin, but this was 30x at some point, 30x at some point. Let me actually just show you because it was pretty insane. This was trading around here just a few days ago, and we were up there when this was happening, and we were making $30,000 on a $1,000 investment at that point. I could actually have cash out, but since I'm actually making some videos and trying to show you guys, to teach you guys how to be patient, hold, there always gonna be another pump. And actually I could have sold Rect when it was 5x, 10x. That was actually a pretty good sort of target already, but 30x we made from a $1,000 investment, $30,000. So we will be a $60,000 profit right now if we were still at all-time high. But this is crypto, and the market actually, of course, is gonna shift from bullish to bearish, and it's gonna be fine. Eventually it's gonna be another pump, because we are investing on projects that are on the value, yes, but that have potential. The worst performing project right now is still up 5%. This is our worst trade. It's still up 5%. So looking at right now this portfolio, we can learn a few things. First of all, buying at the right time is the most important part. You gotta buy when the chart is bearish. You gotta buy when nobody else is buying. You gotta buy when the whole market is bearish. When we are in a bearish trend, that's gonna be the best time to actually buy, because it's just gonna make you guys the most amount of money later on when we are in the bull run or whatever it is, when the market recovers. And that's how you're gonna be making money. There is no other way to put it. You guys can follow your strategy. You can be a day trader, intraday trader, or weekly trader, whatever it is, or just looking to scalp or make, 1 or 2x on each trade. It's gonna be fine. But what I'm saying, if you are trying to hold for the long term and you actually want to make the most amount of money with a small portfolio, investing in low market cap coins usually is gonna be the best way to go because they are more volatile, they are still small. If the team is building, if the price has potential for the long term, this can make you guys a lot of bread. I can guarantee you that because you are seeing it right here. Yes, we have been waiting since April, but I mean, it's not too bad when you actually just can wait 5 months, 6 months and make 2x your portfolio, the entire portfolio. And at some point it was like $91,000. So it's fine, it's not too bad. Now this is the Binance wallet. We have a few coins here, but they are not performing that well. And this actually show you the other side of investing. Now, these are the blue chips. These are the safe coins. These are the ones that you can count that they're not gonna rag you, that they're gonna be always there in the long term. And these are the ones that you can just invest and just forget about them and eventually just come back and make some money. But to make a 2x, a 3x here is gonna be really, really hard. I can guarantee you that. For example, we have been buying this since June and we are still only 12% up. And this wallet, which I already showed, is 188% up since we invested. Yes, we invested in more because as small price, there is more to invest. We gotta diversify. We gotta buy a little bit of random coins, but they usually make you guys more money, and it is what it is. You guys can see right here, 12% up against 188%. It's a win. And if we are not talking even about the big ones, we're still 60% up. We have been holding for a long time. So I mean, as you guys can see, low market cap price with high potential are the best investment because they usually are gonna make you guys the more returns, and there is no other way to put it. So yeah, I mean, this is what's going on right now in the portfolio, $72,000. And it was at around 91 at some point back in August, which was pretty good. I saw that we were actually gonna hit $100,000 in this portfolio. I was gonna make a video about it, but you know, crypto, they usually things go the opposite way as you want them. So we are back to $72,000, which is fine. I mean, I'm not worried about it. Bitcoin is still trading at $110,000. All consistent is gonna come back. We are only at 50-50 right now, 50 out of 100. So I mean, it's not that great. It's not the best scenario for all coins to perform, but eventually it's gonna happen. I don't care about waiting a little bit longer. We're still seeing volume high across the board, $14 billion volume in the last 24 hours. DEX volume. This is not 100% accurate, I would say. There's always gonna be some volume here and there that is missing, or some volume that is pumped, and so on. Of course, both volume, but whatever it is, overall, this can give you an idea of what is going on in chain right now. What is going on chain? Forget about centralized exchanges. We can get that data as well, but we care about, about the on-chain traders, because most of the low market cap coins that you're going to be buying, they are on chain. They are only on DEXs. So you want high on-chain volume, which is going to be the best metric for you guys. And we actually quite high. There is nothing to worry about. 11 billion. You guys can see back on January, it was like 7, 8, 13 billion, something like that. So it's still near all-time high when it comes to DEX volume every single day, which is pretty good for us investors and for the buck, because we see that retails is still there. We want retails to be investing and buying, so we're gonna be making some money. There gotta be volume if we actually want to make some money. But guys, honestly, I do believe that this portfolio is gonna do really well in the long term. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 days, I'm talking about long term. This can be $150,000, $200,000, maybe 3 months, 6 months later, something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm always finding and investing in a small market cap price because they usually make you the most money, and it is what it is. There is no other way around it. So I'm gonna be finding more of this on the value gems that I believe that are gonna make you guys money and show you guys in the upcoming videos. So you're gonna be finding some of this best trade. I actually have a formula that I use to invest, to go from research to invest, and it's actually pretty easy. It's not that hard. there is a few changes that we gotta make. Everything gotta check out. Everything gotta be on point for us to decide to invest, because there is just too many options. There is too many plays, and there is always gonna be a better one. So we gotta go through all the trash to be able to find the good ones that we believe that are gonna make us some money and then invest. Yes, you gotta spend a little bit of time in the computer. It's just not a plug and play. You just cannot follow me and buy and then go to the beach. That's not how it works. You gotta understand what you're investing in. You gotta have a strategy. You gotta know why investing in this protocol and not in the other one, where there is 100, there is thousands of sub-million market cap, sub-1 million market cap players right now that you can invest, and they're gonna make you guys 20, 30, 50x in the long term, but you don't have unlimited money. You got maybe 5, 10,000, 50,000, whatever it is, and then you gotta diversify that into these players. And once you invest, there is no way back. You just gotta wait until they make you some money, and then you're gonna be sitting in a loss. So you don't want to do that as well. And you actually always want to have some USDT for buying back some of these transactions, some of these players when they keep on dumping, because trust me, they will do. And you guys are gonna have, you guys are gonna want to have some USDT ready to buy the dips, because they're gonna make you even more money in the long term. I can tell you all this for personal, I mean, I have been through all this like for a long time, so I can tell you this for sure. So yeah, what can I tell you? The crypto market still, if you go to X, everything is about meme coins only. Nobody cares about anything else. But if you look at the whole picture, if you look at the volume, if you look at the retail investors, if you look at the price of Bitcoin, which is of course leading it's always gonna lead where we go as a whole. It's gonna be the most important metric. Bitcoin as well, we're gonna be doing well. And forget about the noise. Everyone's focused on this really hyped up coins. For example, the World Liberty Financial, which was launched a few days ago, and it's actually down 26% right now. So all the retail investors lost money on this, but of course, there is gonna be the pre-sales, the ICO investors, all the bunch of stuff which they actually made some money. Which is game. If you can get in one of these ICO, for example, there's people that bought this coin, the Trump coin ICO, and they bought it at a $5 billion FDV. If you bought it there, you have 2x or 3x, 4x right now, and you were at all-time high, like near 10x, for example, like Justin Sun. Don't hate on game. Try to get to that level as well so you can make money. You get invited to some groups, you meet the right people, and it's fine. But if you're just a retail and you're just trading, be careful with all these hype coins, because before you buy, there's gonna be hundreds of investors behind you trying to sell on this. So you are essentially the exit liquidity. So be smart before you make any of this move, because usually these coins don't make too much money, and the ones that are already pumped, that are already dumped, that have a strong team, that have strong fundamentals and ongoing developments, they are the ones that make the most money. Sometimes these ones do. For example, Hyperliquid will launch and it did like 40x at this point, which is pretty massive. But Pump launched like a $5 billion FDV, and I can tell you it's not doing that much right now. So all these billion-dollar projects, they don't move that much, because you gotta need a lot of volume, a lot of liquidity, and a lot of money going into this project to actually move them even 2x or 3x. So the expectations are not that high. So play the right game. I mean, it's up to you guys. I'm not telling you what to do, but if you want to make the most amount of money, the undervalued gems is where it is. The undervalued, low market cap, micro market cap projects, coins, those are the ones that make the most money. See you guys later. Leave a like, leave a comment on the down below if you actually have any questions, if you actually want to ask anything about this, or if you actually want, your feedback on the video, whatever it is. And I'm gonna see you guys later for more video, for more content, and for more trading, because that's what we do.